Six Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Six Talks. Yusuf, fourth episode, fifth?
I don't want to dap. Why do I have to dap you up every single time?
I lost track because that's the intro.
Damn, the dap up is a part of the intro?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been trying to come up with a unique intro for ourselves for the entire 3 years we've been doing this.
He hasn't let me use... What's the word, yo?
Yeah, because I literally got, feedback from someone that said it was terrible. But...
You know what? I'll to them. Tell them to find a better intro.
All right. That's a challenge. Anyone got a better intro? Because I'm not dapping this guy up for the next however long we do this podcast. In 3 years of doing this, all we've come up with, hey, Yusuf, what's up? That's our intro. But yeah.
I mean, there's no basketball games, but the NBA has been live.
It's on fire.
Free
agency is so much fun. And movement in the NBA is so much fun.
I
movement
hate
in
it.
Sports in general. Bro.
I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you hate it right now, but I just love movement. I love chaos. So seeing players.
I love seeing players on a different team and seeing how they would perform.
Dude, it's weird to me. I get excited about role players moving.
Honestly, low-key same. That's why last trade deadline, I didn't hate it because I'm like, okay, I want to see how the Dallas Mavericks would do with those role players.
Bro.
So any type of movement is fun to me.
Yeah, my Raptors, they have not done anything because they have no roster spots. But I mean, it's fine. I'm not complaining.
Starting with the Raptors, they had a 6-second day of the draft.
Oh, yeah.
The Davion Mitchell trade.
Yeah.
They kind of fleeced.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I should not be as excited as I actually am for it. It's so funny. When I saw it, I got so excited. It was Davion Mitchell and Sasha Vezenkov for the 45th pick that would become Jamal Sheed. And Jalen McDaniels.
No, we got the 45th pick.
Yeah, for the 40... Sorry. I'm stupid. It's Davion Mitchell, Sasha Vezenkov, and the 45th pick that would become Jamal Sheed. And a 2020 something first, second round pick.
For
Jalen McDaniels.
I was so confused.
Who is, by the way, a negative asset. And you gotta understand, at first... face value, you don't think about the real reason they were doing a salary dump, opening up roster spots for a trade, maybe Kuzma or Markkanen or something, or Brandon Ingram. But at face value, I see Davion Mitchell, Sasha Vezenkov, and 2 picks for Jalen McDaniels.
Don't forget Davion Mitchell. His nickname is Off Night.
That's cool. You know how cold that is?
Yeah.
Then I found out. At first, I was like, wait, that's a trash nickname because does that mean he has off nights or something?
He makes
others have off nights. That's cool. And yeah, I would do that trade 1-for-1 Sasha Vezenkov for Jalen McDaniels. Who, by the way, there's this thing going around. So I'm realizing how big Greek basketball is right now. So Sasha Vezenkov, there's been all these rumors about us waiving him and stuff because he wants to go back to Greece to play for Olympiacos or something. So when the Raptors announced him, welcome to Toronto, Sasha Vezenkov, entire comment sections, there's a bunch of Greek fans being wave him right now because he's the goddamn Michael Jordan of the Greek league.
Yeah,
he
won
literally
MVP,
3-4 years in a row or something. And what's it called? All these Raptor fans are going after them, being no, we ain't waving him, and they're all getting triggered. It's really funny right now on Twitter.
I hope we keep him. I feel like he can be a good player.
I mean,
what do we have to play?
It's not that exciting. He's a 3-point shooter. That's it. But why not?
Talking about 3-point shooters.
Ooh.
Let's start the free agency off.
Yeah.
With Klay Thompson.
Yeah, your boy.
For the people that don't know, Klay Thompson asked for 2 years, $20 million. Apparently, I thought it was $24 million for 2 years. Mm-hmm. $24 million annually. And Klay Thompson rejected that. But Klay Thompson asked for $20 million annually for 2 years. And the Warriors said, we just can't do that right now.
Yeah.
I know everyone wants my thoughts as a Warriors fan.
Yeah.
And I have 2 points of views.
Yeah.
Number one is from the Warriors front office. You have a guy who has been part of your team. He has a trio that he's played alongside 13 years. He's been on the team for 13 seasons. You pay goddamn Andrew Wiggins $20 million. Bruce Brown makes $20 million. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
$20 million for Klay Thompson. Yes, it might be an overpay, but he's a franchise legend, you know? And if he's asking for that, you give it to him.
Yeah.
But also, my other point of view is Klay Thompson has got his bags.
Yeah.
He got paid $90 million when he didn't even step a foot on the court. You know? So I think, in my personal opinion, it was kind of selfish of him to not wanting to take maybe like a $5 million pay cut.
Yeah.
When he's literally made $90 million and the Warriors have always paid up.
Sure.
Right? Leaving your boy Curry, leaving your boy Draymond, which kind of sucks. But then also I was listening to Draymond Green's podcast and he said it was more than just the money. Again, I don't know if he's backing his brother up, giving him a reason to leave.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts.
I mean, he's not going to go on the podcast and bash him.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But he said that like Klay didn't enjoy playing basketball and stuff. So, I mean, it sucks because there were so many different like iconic moments, and like I've expressed it, like it's gonna hit and feel sad when he actually does leave,
Yeah.
And he joined the Mavericks.
For the record, I don't give a damn. I'm not about this. I'm about sentimental stuff with my team. Like, Klay, Curry. It's all cool, but all good things come to an end.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my way of thinking. Like, you said the final pay cut. At the end of the day, money's money, man. Like, I don't think any of us would take a pay cut at all.
I mean,
no matter how rich you are, bro, like $5 million is $5 million.
You have to look at this from like your point of view. Like, if you were getting an extra $250 to go like ditch your boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like to them, like $1 million isn't that much what it is to us.
I'm taking the $250. I'm taking respectfully.
If someone offered you,
it's not like he's cut off connection with Curry and Draymond. That friendship's lasting forever. He's just not working with. That's like asking me extra $250 to switch companies for work. 100% I'd do that.
It's like someone offering you $250 to leave Six Talks.
Then go to a different podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, but what's it called?
No,
it's just where you work, right?
I think if it's deeper than the money, then, if it's for his own well-being, makes sense. You know? I mean, it is what it is. I couldn't believe it until it actually happened.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it.
Weird of him, I did think the only weird part, I know you've been calling him weird quite a bit recently, but the only weird part to me was him going to a Western Conference rival. Like,
Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks. I would have, if I was him. I know only goddamn Western Conference teams were interested, other than I think Philly was interested.
Yeah,
but like,
they couldn't
if I was
get an
him, and I think that shows the relationship has been a little bit tainted.
Yeah.
Because if they were all cool and stuff and he just wanted to leave because of the money or whatever, he would have just gone to Philly.
But I guess he went to Dallas for the taxes as well. Yeah. And I want to talk
I don't know what Pennsylvania tax is like, but
I don't know what taxes
I'm sure it's better than freaking California, bro.
Talking about this from the Dallas Mavericks point of view, and Yusuf, I did express this, and this is not biased. I do think that the Dallas Mavericks run in the finals was not a fluke run, but it was the one where luck came to their side. Okay. You know what I mean? And it was definitely one of the more... They played their butts off, you know? But I think this is one of those runs where like everything played right, and it's not like you're going to make the Western Conference Finals every single year. Going after Klay and... It's like the Tim Hardaway Jr. replacement in a way, you know?
Michael Jordan and Tim Hardaway Jr.
I don't see how this will kind of help them because one thing they lacked is that defense.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson is nowhere close to the defensive player he was before his injuries, you know? And with having Kyrie and Doncic, do you start Klay at the 3?
Yeah.
And have an undersized, like, what's your closing lineup's going to be?
Yeah.
You know? So it's very interesting. I personally like the fit more on the Lakers because I feel like Klay would fit right in the...
What would that Lakers lineup be? It would be D'Lo, Klay,
LeBron, AD, and Reeves.
So Klay would still be playing the 3 on the Lakers.
Or you can have D'Lo come off the bench.
It would probably be... no, you'd have Reeves come off the bench, I think. I think they'd rather start D'Lo.
Or you can have LeBron running the guard.
Or you could have LeBron coming off the bench.
Okay.
No, but I think it would be D'Lo, Klay, Rui, LeBron, AD, or
I mean,
LeBron,
it didn't happen anyways.
Yeah.
So there'd be no point in wasting time talking about it. For the Dallas Mavericks, while we're talking about it, they lost Derrick Jones Jr. and I was shocked.
Yeah, that was a
Derrick Jones Jr. got like 10
But I'd say they got like a cheaper Derrick Jones Jr. and Najee Marshall.
What are your thoughts on that?
Najee Marshall's a really good. He's a really good role player.
I think he's underrated.
He's very underrated. And that contract, that price was really good. They just wanted a cheaper version of Derrick Jones.
How much did Najee Marshall get?
It was cheap.
Let me get the exact numbers. Yeah.
But because I don't want to say something and then be insanely wrong. But I mean, if Derrick Jones Jr. isn't some like superstar that's like irreplaceable, great player. But I mean, Najee Marshall does like pretty much everything he can do. Maybe slightly worse at it, but like you get him for cheaper. Derrick Jones Jr. isn't some irreplaceable player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Clippers been making some odd moves since losing Paul George as well. So it's weird. And I mean, it's funny talking about Paul George. You said last episode you'd go out here and be pissed off if Paul George is not.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Najee Marshall got a 3-year, $27 million.
Yeah.
So and I think Derrick Jones Jr. got a 3-year, $30 million.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a cheaper.
$3 million.
Oh, 3-year, $30 million?
Compared to 3-year, $27.
Oh, okay.
Which was I was shocked that Derrick Jones Jr. went for that cheap.
Yeah.
One more thing before we go to the Clippers. I think the Dallas Mavericks move that I liked a lot was the Tim Hardaway Jr. trade.
Yeah.
You got Q Grimes.
Well, Quentin Grimes. Let's not act like Quentin Grimes is something crazy.
It's not even about him. I think it's getting rid of the Tim Hardaway.
Sure,
Jr.
but
contract.
looking at they also gave up a couple of picks for Quentin Grimes.
They gave 3 seconds.
Yeah, still, bro. It's Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes. You should not be giving up assets for Quentin Grimes right
No,
now.
but you gave up the assets to get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s contract.
Sure, but I mean, dude, I don't know about the Quentin Grimes part of the deal. He's a little bit shaky. This ain't even like hating on the guy. Like, look at his Detroit numbers, man. They were stinky. Like, this is just a cheaper Tim Hardaway Jr., bro. That's what it is. So, I don't know. Weird move. Dallas are. I don't know what Dallas do from here.
They're definitely being active. I just don't know.
They're active in wrong spots.
Yeah. What's their ceiling?
Yeah. I think I already said they need another like big move, right? They need in today's NBA you need like a third like a 1C. I think we're done with the age where you need to be a champion you need a 1A 1B. I think now you need a 1C. You know,
so
like for Boston the 1C was Drew. They didn't have that before in their championship run. Yeah. Smart was not a 1C.
But also for the Nuggets, they didn't really have a 1C. Like, is Aaron Gordon the 1C?
The way Aaron Gordon was playing, yes, he was the 1C. The way Bruce Brown was playing, they were the 1C. You know, so I don't know.
Oh, you're saying 1 seed.
1C.
1C, okay.
Like,
so you're saying
1A, 1B, 1C.
You're saying bring back the trios, the big
three. I think you don't even necessarily need a big three.
I guess you don't need the superstar three, but you
need someone that'll there's players that can like win you games. Drew Holiday can win you games on the defensive end, and that's why he was the 1C.
Klay Thompson can win you games.
Like old Klay could win you games. I don't know about Klay right now, but they need a third guy that can just because PJ Washington wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. We were talking about why PJ Washington wasn't a role player because we were like, yo, he needs to play well to win.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can expect that from PJ Washington. Exactly, you know, so I think you need someone that you can expect that from. That's what they do.
What's your early predictions for the Mavericks? Mm-hmm. Do you think they're a Western Conference team?
I think right now they're done. I don't think they're gonna make any more moves, and I think they go as far as Luka Doncic takes them. Ultimately, I think that's a superstar effect.
This could be a hot take. I don't see them making the Western Conference Finals again.
Yeah,
I would say their ceiling is second round. Mm-hmm. You know.
The West is just so good, man. It's like this was I said it was a missed opportunity this year.
I wanna shift gears to what you brought up before. The Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah.
The most poverty franchise I have seen.
Yeah, yo, by the way, I don't know where this switch came from when you just randomly started hating on the Clippers. I don't know what happened.
I hate on them just because you let your superstar walk for nothing.
Yeah, it was I said it last episode, I was like, no way Paul George leaves. Because, bro, they're opening a new arena.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the core.
You let him walk firstly. Mm-hmm. You let him walk. He's probably been your best player the whole tenure with Kawhi and Paul George. That's firstly. Secondly, you turned down, an insane package for Paul George.
Yeah.
And, yes, you're sending him to a rival.
Yeah.
But you'd rather send him to a rival and try to build with the assets.
What was your insane package?
From what I saw reports, I don't know because it wasn't insane, but it consisted of Moody, Kuminga, some first round picks and like CP3.
Yeah. So that was if he opted in and then you traded him.
Yeah. Again,
And I saw rumors where he wanted to stay on the West Coast as well. That's why Philly was a little bit shocking.
They came out and then the Warriors said that they didn't want to give Kuminga. So I don't know what was it, but losing him for nothing after giving up Shea and a gazillion first round picks is insanity to me.
They just gave up the entire
if you know that relationship is broken, then get assets for it.
But that's the thing. I think they were just late to realizing that. I don't even know if it was broken. I just think they were unaligned at Paul George's value.
I think it was similar to the Warriors with Klay.
Yeah. Not necessarily a broken relationship, but like it was time to move on for both sides. Yeah. And I mean the Clippers, man, they've been making even the rumors that's been coming out about them. They want to trade Russell Westbrook. Why? And what do you get back for him to help you win a championship?
First, there was one thing where like they don't look to bring.
I saw they wanted a sign and trade with Miles Bridges where they give up Norman Powell or Terrence Mann. Don't know why you do that. Like it's a very they're a weird franchise right now.
I think the Clippers are pressing the panic button and they're just trying to bring in and their free agency hasn't been terrible.
Yeah.
They brought in Derrick Jones Jr. They brought in Nicholas Batum again. They brought in...
I was so happy about Batum being back in LA.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Those are moves you make if you have Paul George.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
You know what I mean? They just lost Paul George, so I don't know what they do.
Harden re-signed. I feel like they brought someone else in.
Yeah.
They brought in Kevin Porter Jr., not too big.
Yeah, that's crazy that he's employed, by the way. Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh, yeah.
They got Kevin Porter Jr., Josh Primo. They're talking about maybe Miles Bridges. They're going to hire Karl Malone as the assistant coach now? Like, what's next, bro? I don't know. It's crazy. I saw a report. Miles Bridges is cool with or interested in coming to LA because they're giving people second chances. This is crazy, bro.
Insanity.
I'm biased though. I see a lot of people undervaluing Kevin Porter Jr. Dude, he was actually good. He was a good player.
He was on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I also, to play devil's advocate, I don't think he was good enough to warrant like Dejounte Porter is gonna get banned because who the hell cares about if Dejounte Porter is in the league now? By the way, Dejounte Porter is facing charges of federal gambling or something, so he's in federal court right now. Shout out to the Porter family. Don't know what's up with them, bro. They're going crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man.
What do you think the Clippers' ceiling is next season?
Oh, they're so cooked. I don't know. Because I see this. I said this all the time, bro. This is like the worst possible time to be looking for another starter or like looking for a trade. Because right now,
when you don't have assets.
Dude, who's available? You got Brandon Ingram.
You have to remember, they don't have assets.
I know. They couldn't even make a trade if they wanted to. But right now, who's available? Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma.
Lauri Markkanen, maybe.
Lauri Markkanen, maybe, but you have to give up a boatload of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that might be it. Because everyone else is... And I don't even know why. If I was New Orleans, I wouldn't trade Brandon Ingram, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
It looks like he's on the move.
I saw that. I don't understand it, honestly.
I mean... I would say play in.
No, they don't.
I would say play in. Think about how many teams are better than them.
Yeah,
Pelicans after their moves.
I think a lot of like.
But also,
you can make the playoffs based on like chemistry alone, and I think they could have.
I also could say that Paul George leaving might help them in a way, and then this might sound crazy, but hear me out. I think with acquiring Harden took such a backseat with Paul George being there. We know Harden can be that 2 option. We've seen him be that 2 option. So maybe Harden
goes back to Houston.
Houston, but like steps up.
I think James Harden, that is their saving grace.
Yeah.
They need James Harden to.
And it's like what happens with Kawhi
and become they need James Harden to become an All-Star again. And I don't know if he's.
I don't know if he's an All-Star with the West.
I don't know if he's at that stage of his career where he can be the All-Star, man. That's why I think, man, the Paul George was so important to them right now. Because there was always just the like. There was always a thing. If Kawhi is healthy, the Clippers are like serious in that conference. And now it's like if Kawhi is healthy, they don't have enough. Yeah. You know, so it's a wasted opportunity. This whole era. And as a Raptors fan, it's annoying that they goddamn took Kawhi from us just to do this.
For real, we could have won.
We could have gone back to back. Like genuinely,
probably.
And then, 3P, we were in Tampa, so I don't know about that. But, like, what's it called? We would have gone back-to-back. I don't give a damn. I will put my foot down on that. Would have been that Lakers team.
I'm sure you're interested in my reaction to losing Paul George, losing Klay.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a little rant if you want.
Firstly, you lose Klay. My all hope and grace was Paul George.
Yeah.
You miss out on Paul George. Okay? You miss out on Paul George. You have CP3 with a $30 million player, guaranteed, and you look to move that contract.
Yeah.
Who you gave up Jordan Poole for, by the way?
Yeah.
So
they gave up Jordan Poole for nothing.
Literally. The Zach LaVine trade that was on the table, Wiggins, CP3 for LaVine, I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you don't do that.
Yeah.
I really do think Zach LaVine is underrated.
Yeah.
I know that contract is bad, but goddamn, you're playing Klay Thompson $45 million when you went 0 for 10 in an elimination game.
If you didn't know that,
right?
by the way.
And you're not willing to pull the trigger for Zach LaVine. What do? The next day you waive CP3.
Yeah.
Wasted opportunity. Wasted.
Shout out CP3. He's in San Antonio.
That's great for him. But I'm talking about the Warriors right now.
Okay. Sorry.
You have Stephen Curry with goddamn Pajemski, Trace Jackson Davis, Moses Moody, Andrew Wiggins,
Solid young core.
Gary Payton the second.
Why did you struggle to remember that he was the second?
Like, bro.
Yeah.
It's one era. You follow one era. And it's either you trade Steph, you trade Draymond and rebuild, or you build for Steph and Draymond. There's no way I'm not as mad because I saw them making moves and like, wow, there's some hope.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield, by the way.
The happiness comes after this rant. Because there's a couple of moves that you liked. I know that.
But it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that I haven't seen more reports. I'm surprised they're not.
You haven't? I've seen bare reports. There's just nothing happening.
And I'm mad. And I really do think freaking Dejounte Murray should have been on this team for what he went for.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, that was... Did we talk about that?
No, we did not. That's the transition.
Hey.
But two first round picks.
Dude.
Okay? A young player and salary fillers.
Yeah.
You're telling me you couldn't make that with CP3?
Well, Larry Nance is a little bit more than a salary filler. I like Larry Nance.
Okay.
I think he's a solid
CP3 is more than a salary filler. CP3, Moody of Moses, and two first round picks.
You play reacts.
You're telling me that couldn't get done?
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear about, DeJounte didn't work out with Trey. Steph is a different player than Trey. Steph can work without the ball. Yeah. So even if you have Dejounte Murray bringing the ball, Steph can play.
Well, no, you're not moving Steph to shooting guard.
No, you're not. But like those possessions, you can have Steph.
Yeah. I got you.
But before we talk about the Dejounte Murray trade, I'm glad with what the Warriors have done. Kyle Anderson.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
We're hyping him up.
We're not hyping him. It's like, wow, okay.
Good defender.
They did something.
Good defender. Issue is, and it's the same thing with the Clippers, these are all great moves if you're adding to a contender. The Warriors aren't there.
I love the Buddy Hield signing.
I do too.
I absolutely love it.
At the same time, though, I think people need to calm down and look at Buddy Hield during the 2024 NBA playoffs.
I remember the last game where he sinked 60.
Yeah, the last game. He just randomly showed up in the last game. And they lost.
And the last one was the Anthony Melton. Mm-hmm. Good defensive. Again, it's a freaking guard,
mid.
Another guard. Like, what are we supposed to do? Run 5-guard lineups? And I bet you that's going to happen.
Dude, wings are so, rare in the NBA right now, man.
It's crazy.
You could have gotten, that's why OG and Pascal's value is so high. I'm realizing that now. Good wings. They're low-key out of good wings that are available, man.
Lauri Markkanen.
Now, you're actually, and I'm shocked at this, you're not as moved by the trade as I am. Because I'm really high on Lauri Markkanen. But
I'm not... First, the package has to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have to give
That's the only issue. I said it really moves the needle depending on what you give up.
You have to give up Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah.
You probably have to give up 3-4 first-round picks.
Yeah. But, I mean, you said earlier, bro, it's Steph Curry's era. No,
and I agree with you. But I just don't think, and maybe I'm undervaluing Lauri Markkanen, but I don't think Lauri Markkanen is like that superstar player that you want to trade Kuminga for.
Yes,
right.
I don't know if you give up Kuminga, but his contract's not even that ridiculous. $18 million.
Yeah, but you have to extend him. Like, I would rather go.
Well, he's
I would rather
in
go
his
for.
last year, I think.
Yeah, he is.
And I don't
He's
think
gonna
money
get
is the goddamn Golden State Warriors problem. They go into the luxury tax for me, bro.
They're under the
Like,
second next favorite. I would rather go for Brandon Ingram because of the price.
Okay.
You know?
But I don't think Brandon Ingram is anywhere near the player Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah. So, I mean, Mike
like
Dunleavy Jr.
Brandon Ingram's value should be incredibly lower than it was before just because of his terrible performance during the playoffs.
Yeah.
That he was truly
really bad.
one of the worst 1As in the entire postseason. I'm talking playing as well, where friggin' Kobe White was a 1A. Like, he was worse than Kobe
he
White.
played terrible. He got shut down. But with the whole Lauri Markkanen thing, quickly, I don't see it happening. I'm not even getting my hopes up.
I don't think Lauri Markkanen's getting moved at all.
Yeah.
I think the asking price is
I think it's all talk.
because Utah's now looking. They got their picks. I think
But-
they're looking for young talent.
But I think
And to your point, the Warriors got the best young talent
Yeah, they
out of
do.
all the teams interested.
They do.
The Kuminga and Moody. I don't know how many teams can beat that package. It's just I think you need to keep.
you know what would be nice?
Kuminga. You need to keep Kuminga.
You know what would be nice?
Yeah.
And I know this is not possible if we can get Walker Kessler in the deal.
Yeah.
If you give a Moody Kuminga for Laurie and Walker Kessler,
I
plus
saw
some
like
picks,
people talking
where
about
we give picks,
them together.
that would be sick. That's something I would be like, shit.
But
yo.
I don't know why Utah would give up Walker Kessler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
He's
that
kinda
front,
young.
that their future front court right now. I don't even like. I thought about it. Like Lauri Markkanen, they got Taylor Hendricks, who they drafted last year. I'm really high on him. I think they need to give him more minutes so that he can develop. And then what's it called? Because I think he's like a mini Jaren Jackson Jr. So imagine he develops into Jaren Jackson Jr. Think about that front court. Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Walker Kessler, who's like defensively.
How
That's
old
insane.
is Lauri Markkanen?
Lauri Markkanen,
Gonna check his age.
mid to
think
late
he's like-
26 is my prediction.
I think he's 27.
Oh my god, dude!
Let's
Like
see.
I say, players like that I always think are young. Like I
27.
forget. 27, nice.
Yeah.
So that's weird, bro. I still
it's
think of him as
crazy.
a young player.
But yeah, I don't know what's next. It looks like the Zach LaVine saga is kind of dead.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't willing to give up Wiggins with CP3, I don't know what
I
you're
have
willing to give up.
zero clue where Zach LaVine is going to be
Yeah,
next
I think
year.
he's going to
Because
stay.
DeMar is probably leaving.
Yeah.
So where
But
does Zach go?
I want to transition to the Pelicans
Yeah.
and talk about the Dejounte Murray trade. Mm-hmm. I know we've been saying this. We've both been talking about
They need a goddamn point
Yeah.
guard.
So I will let you
They
start
got
this.
it, and they got a goddamn point guard. So perfect trade for them. Gave up nothing. By the way. I like the Dyson Daniels pickup for Atlanta. 2 first-round picks that really aren't that like that.
That's what I was shocked. The
was
first round
2
picks
firsts.
wasn't that like. I don't know if
My
they.
thing is right. Like I don't understand the Pelicans or the Hawks point of view where they're like they not test the market because I'm sure there's a lot of teams that would hear they're like, oh, I'm getting offered 2 firsts, and they'll say to who's another team I was going to Dejounte? LA?
That's what I'm
Lakers?
saying. Like,
so you
how
go to
do
the
the
Lakers,
yeah.
be like, yo, there's a team that's offering me 2 firsts, a young player, and a salary filler that's like a solid player. Can you beat that? I'm 100% sure the Lakers would say yes. So I don't know if they were testing the market. I don't know if they were
Unless
desperate.
they like didn't want to trade it to the Lakers because they were looking for Reeves.
Yeah, but like I don't know if they were desperate to get rid of Dejounte Murray in a way. But like, because like,
Even-
dude, his value got higher as the season ended.
That's what I'm saying. Like even hitting up San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised you
Bring him back.
couldn't do something like that.
Dude,
you
San
know?
Antonio traded Rob Dillingham for like a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like they're giving up picks left, right, and center.
So it was.
Imagine that if they got like Keldon Johnson and like a couple picks for DeJounte,
Get their picks back.
instantly better. Like, well, yeah, the picks back that they
Right?
traded,
So-
like kind of like a Brooklyn sort of thing.
Yeah. But I really do love this for the Pelicans.
The
And
lineups-
I'm not.
That lineup is very nice though.
Yeah, I know they have a 1A, they
It
have a
all-
1B, they have a
yeah,
1C. Like
but
we talked
it
about.
all a big thing
Zion's
this year is
health.
going to be well that obviously that goes without saying. I think Yves Missy is the guy they drafted this year.
Yeah.
Solid player. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him to start right off the bat.
Yeah.
So
unless they find another center,
if they I don't know, I know they don't want to go, they're not one of those teams that spends a lot. They could have gone after Isaiah Hartenstein. And imagine that lineup with Isaiah
Yeah,
Hartenstein.
that'd be
Yves
insane.
Missy coming off the bench, let him develop.
But I don't think
eventually
they have the
maybe
money
he goes
for it.
into that center
think
role.
they have the money
so
for it.
yeah, they don't have the money for it.
but I that's why I kind of want them to trade Ingram still, and I know they have like a solid team around Ingram, but I think with Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, you have so much talent.
I'm really high on Trey Murphy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he can be the Ingram replacement. And you can get some assets for it, The Pelicans are looking good.
Sure.
I'm really intrigued to see how their season goes. And it's...
I really like their lineup. And especially with
Dejounte,
the depth.
CJ, Ingram, PJ.
I think your next move is trading
Isaiah.
CJ. Sorry. No, you don't have to trade Brandon. Trade CJ. Trey Murphy plays the 2. That's perfect.
No, you can do that.
That's perfect.
I don't know who.
Or Herb.
I don't know who would want CJ.
There's desperate teams. LA Lakers. you think the Lakers wouldn't make a trade for CJ? They see CJ McCollum. Oh, that's a player who was once great. Yeah, that's mine. The Lakers would do that any day, bro. Warriors love their guards. The Warriors traded.
No. I'd rather get Zach
Moody for CJ McCollum.
I'd rather get Zach LaVine than CJ.
CJ's making a good bit of money as well.
Yeah,
though, so.
His contract's pretty big.
It's weird. I don't like CJ McCollum. You know that. So.
You talked about Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
He left the Knicks and joined OKC.
Yeah.
I want to start with this.
He was, what's it called? I heard it was a hard decision as well because he loves New York.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you're getting paid close to $30 million...
If Detroit offers him that money, he's not leaving, though. I'll tell you
That's
that.
what I'm saying, yeah.
He's not Tobias Harris.
OKC is a solid team. And I can't lie, the OKC Thunder are my favorites to come
They're
out
West favorites.
They, having a lineup of Shea.
Dude, because their whole thing last year was they're young and they're inexperienced and they don't have a center.
Yeah.
Young, they're getting older as the years go on.
They're
inexperienced, they just got their first playoff experience. Center, they just got an insanely good rebounding.
Bro, imagine the lineup of Shea. I don't know if it's Dort or Caruso, but I would go with Caruso.
Yeah.
Caruso, J-Dub, Chet, and Hartenstein.
Now, there's I think that's what they're going to spend the first quarter of the season figuring out. So it's really interesting because where does Lou Dort fit into all that? Do you
bring him off the bench?
I see a lot of people putting Lou Dort as the shooting guard. I'd put J-Dub as the shooting guard. But ultimately it doesn't matter defensively. They're just going to guard whoever the hell they want.
Would you rather start Caruso or
Lou? I think chemistry.
I think you go based on matchups.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Caruso is a better
that's my point.
defender.
Use the first quarter to see how the lineups work. If Caruso's on demon timing, you start.
I wonder if it's gonna hurt them with the spacing, but you also replace Josh Giddey with Isaiah Hartenstein basically with the shooting aspect. But I love this. One thing I hate this for is the New York Knicks because Isaiah Hartenstein was a freaking beast for them.
Yeah. Well, now they're really relying on Mitchell Robinson going back because people forget.
Mitch Robinson was solid.
Bro, before he got injured, he was crazy.
He was crazy.
We were Hartenstein's a solid replacement. Whenever he gets,
I remember when
Mitchell Robinson gets healthy.
When I picked up Isaiah Hartenstein in fantasy,
everyone's
everyone's like, "Bro, why are you picking him up?" I'm like, "Yo, because what And he went crazy, and I traded him.
And he never moved
with
back to the bench.
Jaylen Brown for Anthony Edwards. It was some crazy deal.
Well, they're just relying on Isaiah Hartenstein. They're probably not done making moves though. They'll probably find someone to play there at center.
But
I don't know
who's on the market.
Well, I mean by trade deadline. Eventually, some center will be available. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Does Steven Adams play on the Rockets? He got traded to the Rockets. Or am I tripping?
I forgot. He's been traded so many times. I think he's on the Rockets. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. Memphis has got Zach Edey now to replace Steven Adams.
Yeah, he's on the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, exactly. So, solid player. When he's healthy, Steven Adams is a great player, bro.
We haven't talked about the Philadelphia 76ers. We talk about Paul George, but
how do we not do that? Because bro, well, we already know it's a good signing. The question is Philly finally going to do it this year? No. Why?
You bring back Kelly Oubre. You bring
underrated
Paul George,
as hell, by the way.
Tyrese Maxey extends. You bring Andre Drummond.
Most random. That was the first announced.
You bring in Eric Gordon.
Sucks. I hate Eric Gordon so much. His player build just pisses me off. I don't know why. Like he looks like he shouldn't be playing basketball. Like, isn't that like? Am I not making sense there? He looks like he should be an assistant coach.
I'm surprised they lost out on DeAnthony Melton.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Me personally, I'm taking the Celtics and I'm taking the Knicks over Philly. Maybe the Bucks, but the Bucks had a pretty good signing, I think. We'll talk about that later.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
I have to check. I could be tripping. I mean by a good signing is like an underrated signing. You know.
I think well, whatever.
So, yes, they're building a solid team, but I don't. Their ceiling is Western Conference Finals, and who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Eastern Conference Finals. You know. But I don't think they are.
We got to see how it plays out.
You know.
I think like. Again, I say this all the time. It relies on health, man. Embiid's got to stay healthy. I think he's going to load manage quite a bit more. Maxey, the good thing about Maxey, right? He's like used to, in the past, being the third guy on the team. So he won't struggle.
See, the thing is...
And Paul George has been the second best player on the team. For
I think
fit-wise, it's good.
I think
it's just a matter of how they'll do against
the difference is that Paul George isn't like James Harden, because James Harden was the one. Yeah. Maxey can hold that one. I'm curious to see if they bring back Kyle Lauri. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised Kyle Lauri's still on the market.
Mm-hmm. He had great minutes for Philly.
I know, and he played great for...
I saw LA want him, the Clippers.
Yeah.
So
Clippers
they're just trying to get every Raptor possible.
But
call Marc Gasol out of...
Where do you think it puts the Philly...
like my opinion?
76ers, yeah.
Well, I think they just added more firepower, right?
Yeah.
I think ultimately they just went
I think that's the right I think that's the right move. They got better, for sure.
Dude, their logic is, if Joel Embiid is healthy, we would have won the NBA Finals last year. That's what their logic is right now. And they're like, just to reassure that, we're adding Paul George right now. Paul George is a good defender as well. Very, very, very underrated defender. Same with Tyrese Maxey, underrated defender. I think they can give them a run for their money. What's their lineup right now? Let's say Jared McCain becomes a like good 2. It would be Maxey, McCain,
PG.
Oh
no, Kelly Oubre.
It would be Kelly Oubre, PG, and Embiid. That could compete with Boston.
I mean, if Paul George is replacing Tobias
Only
Harris,
issue
you're
is
looking good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's a big thing as well. Losing Tobias Harris was a massive W for them.
Somehow he's still.
I don't know how he's feeling. I don't think Tobias Harris has any fans. I don't think Detroit Pistons fans are happy about that. How much was the contract?
2 years, $52 million.
Detroit had to spend that money somewhere. So I mean, have fun in Detroit. That's a Jeremy Grant. That's a Jeremy Grant signing right there. You know what I mean?
$26 million. He makes more than Derrick Jones Jr. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's a better player than Derrick Jones Jr.
No, I don't think so.
He is. Dude, Tobias Harris gets a lot of hate, man. I'm rooting for him, you know?
That's crazy. Other signings, which I really liked.
Yeah, hit me with some, bro.
KCP to the Magic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful fit.
Yeah,
genuinely.
I love it.
Dude, that...
He definitely got paid $22 million a year.
That backcourt, oh my God. Suggs and KCP is one of the best defensive backcourts.
Yeah.
It's going to be so annoying playing against them.
I would say top 5.
KCP continues to... Top 5 defensive backcourt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No. I don't know about like top 5 backcourts in the league, but like, what's it called? Defensively, monsters. I think it's... KCP's gotta like... He's gonna embrace the vet role at that really young side.
Yeah.
Well, Atlanta made a good move. They made a very good move.
The losers are the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
That is huge for them. And I think the Denver Nuggets fall off is happening. And I'm not saying fall off, but like they lost Bruce Brown and we saw how big it hurt them. They lost KCP.
They're running out of their depth.
They are. And they're looking to replace, like not replace, but like
Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you a really like, if the Nuggets GM is watching, Gary Trent Jr. is a perfect replacement for. Especially for cheap.
I would agree. I don't think he's making more than 50.
Gary Trent Jr. Right? He could not hit a contested shot to save his life last year.
Yeah.
But he had the highest shooting percentage on open looks. You think the Denver Nuggets aren't going to create open looks for Gary Trent Jr.? Literally, like, and then if he slightly returns to form on the defensive end, I've always said he was an overrated defender. Even when he was on the Raptors, everyone was calling defense player of the year. I said he was a little bit becoming a little bit of an overrated player just because getting steals doesn't equal good defense. By the way, that's like the biggest misconception.
It's just good with your hands.
Exactly. Like what's it called? But if he returns to form a little bit, he's cheaper than KCP. Great replacement. Ultimately, it's the depth as well. Need to get some good vet minimum signings. Miss out. Maybe I know I just disrespected them, but like Eric Gordon, they could have just gotten him for cheap. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Denver does.
It's really interesting because
they can't make any more moves, right?
Yeah, they're in the second apron or the first apron,
and like that's their core. That's what they're running with. MPJ, they're not moving. Aaron Gordon, they're not moving. Jokic, they're like they even with a gun to their head, they're not moving. Jamal Murray, they're not moving at all. So it's just they're out of a shooting guard and they need depth. That's what. So like, how do you get that? Deron Holmes was a great draft pick. I think he's a good depth piece for them. They're relying on the draft. They're relying on some vet minimum signings, and they're relying on the West not being able to handle their starting lineup. So that's where Denver's at right now.
No, I think Gary Trent Jr. is the best player.
That is their best bet, especially because his market's like really bad right now. They're talking about him coming back to Toronto for cheap. That's how bad the market is.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised the Lakers aren't going for him.
Yeah.
You know?
We're out of roster spots as well. I think we expected him to leave. But now he's cheap, so we might just waive like some random guy that we have on a contract. We have random dudes on contract, by the way. Because you know when we did that last year. Bro, we like signed Mohamedou Gay to like a two-way contract last year.
Who?
Mohamedou Gay.
I never heard of him.
He's like a mini Chris Boucher. He's now on the Hornets Summer League roster.
Interesting.
So yeah. Shout out.
I want to talk about the Bucks because I did mention this is not a huge move, but Taurean Prince and DeLon Wright.
Oh, and massive loss, and we'll talk about their downfall later. The Heat, massive loss for the Heat because he had incredible minutes. So.
His defense is amazing.
Drew Holiday replacement?
Okay, that's too far.
Maybe that's their logic.
That's maybe he's their Derek White.
But all jokes aside, that's like what's it called? That's the logic. They got a defensive guard.
No,
they need a defensive guard.
And Prince has good he's not terrible on the defense, and he can hit like wide open threes.
Dude, remember like first game of the season, Taurean Prince like went off. Yeah. It was like crazy.
And even some playoffs, he had some big shots.
Yeah. Taurean Prince
but what's their starting lineup look like?
That's like an addition Denver should have made. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's like the small depth. And I feel like we were talking about like the thing around.
It's like these teams are making perfect moves that another team should make. Yeah. Like, imagine Denver did the moves that the Clippers are doing. Imagine the Clippers are making the moves that, like, I don't know, New Orleans are doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all wonky, bro.
I think, you know who else should have been good for the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
That would have been solid.
The shooter, bro. They just need a shooter. But the thing is, Buddy Hield's defense. I think they need a defensive shooter.
Yeah.
That's their KCP replacement, you know what I mean? So.
But what's the Bucks starting lineup? It's Dame. Mm-hmm. Was there two?
It was Grayson Allen. What's his name? Malik Beasley.
But he's gone. He's still on the market, right?
He's still on the market, yeah. So, but I think they bring him back. Is Taurean Prince in the starting lineup?
I think so.
Damn. Well, let's assume Malik Beasley comes back.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley, Middleton, Giannis, Lopez.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Same lineup as last year.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, if they lose Beasley, they started Andre Jackson a little bit. But Doc Rivers doesn't like developing goddamn young talent. So
shifting gears a little bit.
Yeah.
To the Miami Heat.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Riley, is he sleeping? Is he sleeping?
Pat Riley's always sleeping. Did they not make a move recently?
They did. They brought in Alec Burks.
Don't think that's the move. Yes, he's sleeping. Really bad losing on DeLon Wright. I just don't know what they're doing, man.
They look like they're in the stakes for DeMar DeRozan. I don't see how that helps you.
Fair enough. Like
Jimmy Butler isn't a good three-point shooter.
Yeah.
Bam can't shoot threes. Like, don't get me wrong. The starting lineup of Tyler Hero,
dude, they'll always finesse a playoffs wise.
DeMar DeRozan,
ring. That's the thing.
Jimmy Butler and thing doesn't sound terrible. Like it has names there, but like I don't know if it's good fit wise. Who the hell is playing defense on there except Jimmy Butler and?
I'll tell you that I like their draft pick if that helps. Khalil Ware, he's a really really good 5.
They're not. looking to like they're not in the rebuild. You know what I mean? I feel like they're one of those.
There's a bunch of teams that are in such a weird spot.
Yeah,
Right? The Warriors are one of them.
Yeah,
they're kind of like
sure.
the Eastern Conference Warriors.
I feel like the Heat are one of those teams where like they're kind of in the mediocrity.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just mid.
They're fully relying on Jimmy Butler going Super Saiyan mode. That's the whole issue.
But he's like 34, 35. I don't know how much you can expect.
I don't know how much more Super Saiyan seasons he
But
has.
do you like the DeMar DeRozan addition for them?
No.
I just think it's doing something.
DeMar is like near the tail end of his like career.
And he can't
And
shoot
you know
threes.
me about them. I'm a Raptor fan. I witnessed it firsthand. DeMar in the playoffs is not very good.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a player to help you in the playoffs, I don't think DeMar's the addition. But it goes back to the point: who else has got them available? What do Miami do? What do Miami do?
I feel
you
like,
can't ask me what do Miami do because I have no idea. I don't know what I do.
I feel like they're doing.
I'd
that
quit
just
if I was
to-
the GM of Miami. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do. I quit. Like that's what I'd do.
I feel like all you're doing is just doing something for the sake of.
What are they? They're relying on Pelly Larson, another undrafted guy, to give them solid minutes. That's what they're relying on right now.
But Heat culture is so strong. I don't see them missing the playoffs.
They're gonna be the 8th seed again, and then
Yeah.
maybe
But, like, how far
maybe Jimmy Butler turns into a god again, and then takes them to the finals where they lose to the OKC Thunder. You know what I mean? Like it's not a championship. It's not a
Well,
championship team.
the East is way too stacked for that to happen.
Well, I mean,
You know what's a signing?
it's top heavy.
Yeah. You know what's a signing I really liked?
Who?
Like underrated signing?
Yeah.
Jalen Smith to the Bulls.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Jalen Smith's value has decreased, but he has that potential. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't believe in the potential, but like it's good for the Bulls.
That's what I'm saying, like,
center.
young player.
They should focus on him at the 5 instead of Vucevic. Whatever you can
Yeah.
get for Vucevic, you trade him away.
I don't know if there's a market for Vucevic.
Vucevic sweepstakes is crazy. I don't know if like
Vucevic to the Lakers.
yeah, God help them, man. You know he would get burnt alive in LA if he was a Laker, bro. They would flame him. He could not handle that. Man.
There's so many players that like.
He's lucky he played for Orlando and Chicago, bro. You think those fans are doing anything?
There's so many players in the league that should be traded but just don't have a market. Like Clint Capella should be traded.
Yeah,
You know.
Levine is one of
Yeah.
them, bro. Like,
I'm interested to what happens with Levine.
I have no idea.
One signing that was really, really strange to me.
You're laughing. I'm
I
scared.
want you to guess if you can think what I'm gonna say.
I have like zero clue. What conference?
East.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say a number. 3-year, $30 million.
3 years, 30 million. I don't know. Tell me.
Jonas Valanciunas to the Washington
Oh yeah,
Wizards.
I forgot about that. I mean, shout out, it's not even like he got a bag though. Like 10
Yeah,
mil?
he's like. I'm surprised he did a 3-year because I feel like this is his last big contract.
Maybe that's just him. Like him and his agent being like, you know what, we're not really getting too many offers. Let's go to Washington. Maybe mentor Alex. Sorry, it's an okay pickup, I guess. I feel bad for him that his career's withering away. Maybe he's probably not going to get a ring. You know, it's sad. It's sad. I want to see all my Raptors who were sacrificed for our ring. I want to see them succeed, man. Even DeMar, you know, like I'd love to see DeMar get a ring. I'd love to see who else did we trade? DeLon Wright. You know, DeLon Wright. Yeah, he was in the Gasol trade.
Oh, was he?
Dude, objectively, we lost the Gasol trade by a lot. Like it was like what I said for the Knicks in the Mikal Bridges trade. It was an all-in move. And it's okay.
Like
It's okay to lose a trade if it's an all-in move, right?
Yeah.
And Gasol, we're not making it past Philly without Gasol. So, Jonas Valanciunas is a call.
I want to revisit the Marc
apologize.
Gasol trade.
It was Marc Gasol for JV, CJ Miles, DeLon Wright, and a pick, potentially 2 picks. So yes, we lost the trade, but it was an all-in move, and we don't make it past Philly without Marc Gasol. I will stand
Oh, in
by
exchange for Jonas Valanciunas, DeLon Wright, CJ Miles, and a 2024 second-round pick.
that. Second-round pick. Sorry.
Oh, so that's not terrible.
But objectively, it's bad.
Yeah.
We had 2 years, not even
Marc
2.
Gasol.
We had 1 good year of Marc Gasol.
I mean, that got us a championship. So
Yeah, of course. Bro, objectively, it was an amazing trade.
Yeah.
But face value, we lost the trade. But it's okay because we went on. That's my point.
We spoke about this a little bit at the start of the episode. Like, I mean, you know, CP3 to the Spurs. I love that for them.
Well, my whole thing is I think they start with CP3 starting, And eventually their
Halfway
hope is
through-
to move
Exactly.
Stephon Castle into that role. Because otherwise, why the hell did you draft him? Right?
Yeah.
So,
I think CP3 is a sick
good mentor.
That's
Great
what I'm saying.
mentor.
Kind of sucks that he won't get a ring.
Yeah.
I don't know how your hatred for CP3 is.
Well, I mean, Victor Wembanyama, God knows what that. Maybe he turns into 50 points. Maybe he turns into Wilt Chamberlain. Who knows?
If he has CP3 feeding him the
Yeah,
ball,
it might be over.
maybe, bro.
It genuinely might be. I'm waiting for the year where Wemby just goes, you know, screw this. I'm averaging 50 a game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that season, man. It's gonna go crazy. And I'm like, we might be cooked. I said it to everybody whenever I talk about the NBA and like the Raptors. It's a good time to suck. Like, it's a really good time to suck.
Such a good time to suck.
Like, everybody's good. Tank a little bit. Get your Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. Like,
do you want to tank?
See, here's my thing, right? I would love to tank. I'd love to get Cooper Flag and add him to the lineup. But if we tanked and if we sucked, that means Scotty Barnes didn't take a jump, which I'm not happy about. It means Emmanuel quickly didn't take a jump. It means RJ Barrett takes a jump. Those are all 3 players I want to take some sort of jump. Same with Grady Dick, 4. And I believe if they take a jump, we're not going to be bad enough to be in the running for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, unless there's some, like, injury to, like, Scotty or IQ, I don't see us being bad enough.
I don't know if you know about the next draft, but how good is Cooper Flag? Like, if you
Flag.
had to, like, compare him to other first-round picks.
It is 1A potential. Genuinely. Like,
is he...
All-star.
Is he, like, the ceiling of Paolo Banchero?
Sure. Yes, I think he has superstar potential.
Really?
We haven't seen him in college yet, so I don't like projecting any of these players.
Yeah.
I really like Dylan Harper as well. That's Ron Harper Jr.'s brother. I really like Dylan Harper. He's playing for Rutgers. Rutgers got like 2 top 3 picks or something right now, which is crazy. There's like some irrelevant university that
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they didn't even make March Madness last year, and now they got 2 top 3
That's
picks.
crazy.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a stacked draft.
2 things I want to say. Another underrated move I kind of liked was Monte Morris to the Suns. Only reason I like that is because they actually added a point guard.
Sure.
I'm not saying he's gonna get
burnt
time. You know.
I don't think Monte Morris. He got traded to Minnesota this year.
Yeah,
right?
for Shake Milton.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Not very excited about that.
Another move. Oh, one thing I really like, the Charlotte Hornets.
Great year.
Great free agency.
I'll tell you right now. I know we're not doing predictions for next season. They're my team to make a jump next year. I think Charlotte's gonna make a jump. I think they're finally gonna do it. Finally gonna get a healthy season. LaMelo, Brandon Miller. Love Mark Williams. Maybe they keep Miles Bridges. Love Trey Mann. Mitchell is great off the bench. What's they got? Who they got? I didn't like their draft pick this year.
Yeah, we didn't like
TJ and Salon.
Yeah,
Just
that
go
was a
for
reach.
Go for it. Bro, like, trade back. Get some assets.
That's what I'm saying.
You're still
Josh,
getting him.
The Josh Green for like and picks, you know.
They got Josh Green for nothing.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe he starts, man. Maybe that's their starting shooting guard.
And they also got Reggie Jackson, who they could probably flip in the. Oh, that's another depth piece that the Nuggets lost.
Mm-hmm.
So
Reggie Jackson.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, easily replaceable though.
Yeah. If Russell Westbrook does join the Nuggets, do you have him starting and putting Jamal to the 2 or off the bench?
I think you got us because if you trade for Russell Westbrook, you're not signing a free agent shooting guard. So that's why I said you don't. Unless you do both. If you do both, you take him off the bench. If you only do Russell Westbrook, you have to start him.
Yeah. Or you go with Christian Braun.
I don't know if Christian Braun is the answer for a championship team, man. He was great that year off the bench, you know? So you keep him there, man. I don't know. It's like, it's so tough being a small market that doesn't go into the luxury tax. Like,
yeah.
Because you eventually do lose these pieces. And it's like so hard to audible and like, you know, make these moves to keep yourself up there.
See any
It's
other
tough.
moves I'm forgetting?
But like I always say, man, they go as far as Nikola Jokic takes them. This year, if they don't choke that lead against Minnesota, they probably beat Dallas. And then they go against Boston in a hell of a series, you know. Maybe they beat them. So, like, it's like the
Very
small
high
margins,
chance.
man, that, like, really go crazy, bro.
What did you think of the Patrick Williams extension?
You know I'm not the biggest fan of Patrick Williams. I think his ceiling is a lot lower than a lot of people think. And they're just keeping their young player around, hoping, praying that they that he still has potential.
Mason Plumlee to the Suns. Is that the Nurkic replacement?
Depth piece. That's
Nurkic
Drew
is a
Eubanks.
fraud.
That's the Drew Eubanks replacement.
Yeah, they lost.
Hey, you can
him.
call Nurkic a fraud, but their team's in a lot better of a situation than you guys.
Are
Well, I don't
they?
know about a lot better.
Are they
but
though? Are they though?
As long as they have their big three. Booker and KD, man. Who do you have? Steph.
That's all I need.
And?
How many rings do we have?
2. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, KD.
How many rings?
I mean, the guy on the Suns was a big part of that, but...
how many rings does KD have?
2.
How many does Curry have?
How many finals MVPs does Curry have?
We won't talk about that.
But, yeah, I don't know. You guys, they're both...
Yeah, they're both poverty. It's okay. The Lauri Markkanen hope.
You are holding out for that, I can't lie. Dude, but I'm higher on that trade than you are, man.
I just don't see Mike Dunleavy Jr. doing anything.
Yeah.
I think Curry needs to come out and say, all I want to do is win. Yeah. Like how Giannis did it, how LeBron did it. And
Giannis actually might have been a downfall to them because they gave you all.
But again, yes, I agree, but I think...
Giannis failed his task successfully, you know what I mean?
I think it's not fully a downfall because we haven't seen them both in the playoffs together. You know, I think if you're the Bucks, you do that 100% of the times because you got Giannis to extend you. You know, you got Giannis.
That was crazy. Giannis wasn't in the playoffs this year,
right?
I think they really underrated Indiana.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Have Indiana done anything? I know they brought back Obi Toppin.
They lost Jalen Smith, and that's kind of it.
I feel like
they extended Siakam.
They brought back TJ McConnell, right? I hope so.
I haven't seen that.
Dude, after that season, after that postseason,
they're better.
He's a demon against New York.
But I think they're just gonna run it how they run it out, you know.
And hope, dude. There's a lot of teams that are just hoping that like a star becomes available, there's some movement in the league.
Yeah,
it's weird, man. It's too quiet right now, to be honest. I'm waiting for the next big thing. I want some
trades, bro. The amount of rumors we saw.
But that happens every offseason.
Yeah, so annoying.
But remember the whole KD saga
last year?
No,
last year.
I
feel like
every year, bro. Goddamn, when Toronto wanted him. So.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy. That was 2 years ago.
I was in London, England.
It was coming off the Scotty Barnes Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And then there was talk about Toronto because OG was about to be gone. So it was like I wanted OG, Gary, and a couple picks for KD. So that way our lineup would have been Fred, someone shooting guard, then Scotty.
No, it was Fred, KD, Scotty, Siakam.
Yeah, and then a center.
Pirtle.
Pirtle wasn't on the team at the time, so and then we signed a center, for example. That's a demon lineup, but how the cookie crumbles. We can all dream. How the cookie crumbles.
It's okay. I dreamed about Paul George.
now he's interested.
I low key also. I don't think I would.
Oh, I'm upset about that, by the way.
What?
I don't like Philly being good, but as an unbiased podcast,
would you rather Paul George on the Warriors or Philly?
Warriors. I don't care if you guys win. I don't hate you guys. I don't hate you guys.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't hate Golden State.
That's crazy.
I dislike
I hope the Chiefs never win. Oh no!
Yeah,
the Bills.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm God, bro. Oh, if we lose to the goddamn Chiefs again.
It's okay, bro. We're both depressed sports fans.
Well, at least my team's good. Okay. We just lose to dark magic. You know what I mean? It's
the Warriors.
Patrick Mahomes casted a dark spell. He sacrificed something for the ring last year. That's what he did.
Warriors in 6.
Okay. Against who? You're not...
Against themselves.
Yeah, maybe. That's the only way they can win. But is that anything else?
Let's talk some soccer. Because ever since you told me I should start watching the Euros, I have the app.
Did you catch the Turkey versus Austria game?
I did not. That's the...
Dog.
So, to be fair...
Dog.
So
you don't understand how good that game was. Right?
One thing about is I didn't have the app, so I didn't get notification on when games were. But I am now invested. Yeah. And I have the app. And tomorrow... I was going to pull up at a Spain jersey for this episode.
I told you should have, but then goddamn came the Warriors.
But Steph Curry, over everything. Come on now.
Yeah. Bro,
I should have probably saved this for when the Warriors make a move, but...
For soccer man, any aspiring soccer fans, bro, you see Turkey versus Austria, don't be like, 2 random countries. Those games are always insane, bro. Those games are always bloodbaths.
It's mid versus mid.
Cause not even, bro. Turkey Turkey is my underrated league. Hot take. Turkey is going to be in the Euros finals.
Interesting.
Turkey or... You know, no, screw it. Turkey's going to be in the finals. That's my hot take. It's going to be Turkey versus Spain, and Spain's probably going to destroy them. But, yeah.
I hope that's not the finals, respectfully.
What, because then it's not like that good? But
It's like freaking Dallas Mavericks versus...
versus the Basel, just a feel-good story. Yeah, I get you, but I don't know.
So you have Spain beating Germany?
I have Spain beating Germany. I have Portugal beating France.
Really?
Yep. Because right now, bro, that is the worst game of all time, by the way. They both are the biggest frauds of all time. Mbappe is pissing me off. He sucks right now. Ronaldo was terrible. My GOAT might be washed. It's sad.
Lionel Messi's the GOAT.
I admit it. Messi's. I'm not a delusional Ronaldo fan. He's just my personal favorite, you know. But
Yeah. Talking about Messi, let's see what he's up to.
yeah, who's Netherlands playing? Netherlands plays in Turkey.
It's 1-1.
Say on God.
Oh my God.
Say on
Penalty
God,
shootouts.
Say on God.
Oh God.
Turn it on right now.
4-2,
Turn it on right now.
4-2, 4-2.
4-2? Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Damn it, you got me hyped. Crap. No, Ecuador could have done it, bro.
No, I want to see Messi.
We would have been cooked. Oh, now we're losing to Venezuela, though. I'll tell you.
For reference, he's talking about Canada.
Yeah, Copa America. I love that quick transition. Who you got Copa America finals?
Argentina, Brazil.
Argentina, Brazil, yeah. I mean,
Probably because I don't know soccer.
yeah. Brazil suck right now, though. Brazil genuinely
Yeah,
suck.
right.
But Brazil
Neymar's
almost didn't
out for
qualify.
Neymar's out for the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Right now they're relying on Vinny Jr. fraud. But yeah.
Oh, he's the one on Real Madrid, right?
Mm-hmm. That's their left wing, scored in the Champions League final. But yeah. Or you have the shootout?
They see the game.
Oh, it's... God damn it.
Yes! Otamendi!
Oh my God.
Oh, that's another player.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I didn't even know he was still playing.
Yeah.
Damn.
What a perfect time to
Yeah,
check.
literally.
That's crazy.
Freaking Ecuador, come on. Couldn't have won.
But I think it's honestly I think France are gonna win. Mm-hmm. But I hope Spain wins. I've shifted my gears because I own a Spain jersey.
Yeah.
You know, I think I own a.
I want Spain to
I
win.
own a David Villa jersey.
Damn, David Villa, but
Yeah.
close.
Long sleeve. I love long sleeve soccer jerseys.
I'm
also trying to get into soccer.
You should pick a Prem team. Premier League's probably the most fun to...
Oh no, I'm trying to get into like playing soccer. Not
Oh,
watching
playing it.
soccer.
Okay, yeah. Next year, we'll join House League. We'll make a team.
Run
Make
it.
a team.
And then we'll vlog it.
And then we'll vlog it.
The ball vlogs.
Yeah, bro.
We can have the soccer vlogs.
Yeah, I'm coaching a team this year, but I actually do miss playing. I do, honestly. I regret.
Aren't you injured?
I regret coaching, huh?
Aren't you injured?
Buddy, I'm always injured. I might as well, bro. For the past like 2 years, I've been playing, doing stuff through an injury, bro. I battle
That's crazy.
injuries constantly. It's rough.
Is there anything else to talk about?
I don't know, man.
Anything
You got
interesting?
the squad. Summer League's coming up. Name a team that's gonna win Summer League. Screw it.
Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, because you got 4 rookies.
Exactly.
Utah Jazz are winning the Summer League. Their roster is absolutely stacked. They have
Really?
Keontae George playing in the Summer League.
Oh, true.
I don't get that, by the way. What are your thoughts on them, like teams having like their like
Draft lottery
established? No, like established.
Grady Dick playing?
Like no, like that's why I mean, like a guy like Grady Dick playing, a guy like let's say Brandon Miller's playing as well. Like that's a perfect example. What are your thoughts on like Brandon Miller playing for Charlotte?
I think it's kind of weird.
Exactly.
Like he was second in Rookie of the Year.
I think it's absolutely weird.
Like I think you have him going
And
there to
I
try and
think-
win a summer league.
Yeah,
title.
I think it's absolutely weird because it's kind of annoying to me because that is a spot that could have gone to some random dude who played overseas for the past 5 years just looking for an opportunity. That's why it's annoying to me because like there are guys like I remember one of the coolest feel-good stories was seeing Ish Wainwright get a roster spot from the summer league.
I think
this
the
unknown dude
I
from
think-
Uganda.
I think the coolest story to me, what's his name? Ryan Dunn? Do you know who I'm talking? Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, yeah.
I love that story.
Yeah.
A DoorDash driver. To
Dude, Matt Ryan, that game winner was so hype against New Orleans. I don't know if you remember it.
on the Lakers, right?
Yeah, on the Lakers. And then he went and played. He's
Yeah,
on New
that's what I'm
Orleans
saying,
now.
yeah,
So like, what a crazy shout out to Matt Ryan. Yeah, that's a good way.
Yo,
to
if
end
he
it.
can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer
Next
league
season.
spot. Summer league spot. You could have technically declared for the draft this year.
No,
Or
next
not
year.
seen. No.
yeah,
You
for
finished
next
your first year.
Bro, you know what's crazy to me?
We got people our age entering the league, bro.
Literally. Like, that hit me. I was at work on break,
Jacoby Walter is like an 04.
and I'm like, Bronny's an over. I'm like, damn.
Like it's
I am here working
stupid,
on
bro. It's so stupid.
a regular job, and I have people my age going into
We're
play
working
the
9 to 5s. These guys are working
12 to 12s.
12 to 12s.
We didn't talk about Bronny James.
Oh.
You know, I want to say one thing before we wrap up. Weird behavior. Weird. You have...
On who? For who?
Their agent.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that where that... Oh, that was very...
You have him saying, oh,
dude,
all Bronny wants to do is get drafted.
Who's the 54th pick?
The Celtics.
I wish Boston just went, you know what? Screw you. What the hell is the guy's name? Rich Paul. Screw you, Rich Paul. I'm drafting Bronny and see if they hold their word. Because that's a bad look on Bronny if he holds his word and leaves.
There's no way he's going to play Australia. They said.
Yeah.
Your whole thing's I just want to go into the league.
Yeah, and then they draft Bronny. He's like, nah, I'm going to Australia. I think a bad look. I think that was a bluff. They were definitely calling the bluff.
For sure.
But like the thing was, like Boston was like, oh yeah, well he's not good enough to just piss him off for that, So they're just like, let LA out.
Like one thing I want to say is. I'm not going to hate on LeBron for wanting his son on the team because we see that all over the thing. Brooke Lopez with Robin Lopez, Giannis with Thanasis. So it happens around the league.
Maybe Scotty with Jonathan Mobo, but like Jonathan Mobo is also a good pick and we worked him out and he's solid.
And like the Morris twins might be together.
Yeah.
I think when you have leverage...
Well, I don't know if either Morris twin hold any weight to call. Like, yo, bring my brother on here. Imagine.
Or I'll leave.
Yeah, literally. Like, be my guest, bro.
But like, I don't hate on LeBron for that. I just found it kind of weird that Rich Paul was doing that. Like, if he falls, he falls. Or you trade up, But, I mean, it is what it is. He got like a fully guaranteed $8 million for 4 years.
Yeah.
Bro got the bag. I saw someone saying that LeBron James, shout out to him, he was willing to take a pay cut finally, in his career to like...
Finally?
Not finally, but like to take a lesser contract to sign someone, and Lakers struck out on every single player.
Free agency isn't done yet.
But I'm surprised LeBron signed for that much. Like, Lakers could have definitely like given him a lesser deal. Like, yeah, okay, we have your son. What are you going to do, leave?
Yeah. That's a good point. That's like a really good point.
But like, also it's LeBron James.
Like,
I disrespect
from the vet minimum. Hey, yo, we got your son hostage now. 4 years locked in. What you gonna do? Rich Paul will probably send him to Australia. Weird ass guy, bro. I actually hate Rich Paul so much. Like, I don't know, man.
That's so... Bro, it's so crazy to me how these...
Well, talk to me about the signing.
What?
Talk to me about the signing, Bronny, or the draft.
I mean, I don't watch enough college basketball thing.
Of course.
I definitely do think Bronny is like a decent player.
Yeah.
Like I think 55
Well,
pick.
he's not a decent player. He has decent potential.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
And I think being drafted after a cardiac arrest, and after everything he went through, and like a year later he's in the NBA.
No doubt at all. It's a cool story. Oh, like obviously. Yeah. My whole thing is like I'm all right with it. I don't really care. Because, bro, who got drafted after him? Name one guy other than Ulrich Chomsky, because we're Raptor fans. The guy I wanted. Never mind. I can't even say that. Kevin McCullough Jr. got drafted. I had him as a top 30 rookie, and he got drafted 56 right before my Raptors. So maybe him. Like, usually, a 55th overall pick is always, more than often, a flyer. Yeah. Just someone who you think, maybe you have some potential, and if you miss, it was the 55th pick.
And also, it's a 55th pick, and if that's something that keeps LeBron James happy...
Dude, if they went and took him 17, then
you're calling...
Yeah,
crazy. Like... Also, we already talked about this.
Don't connect?
That's a sick pickup.
Great pickup. But ultimately, it's a cool story, whatever. Brings ratings, keeps LeBron happy. Cool story again. Like...
That's a sick story. It's
a very awesome story.
Do you think LeBron's playing... with Bryce in the league?
No chance. Bryce is like, what, 16?
Bryce is going to come into the league in 2 years.
LeBron will be, what, 42? He's gone, bro. No way. Surely not, right?
No, I think so.
Surely not.
He's entering his 22nd season.
Yeah, that's so...
I think LeBron's going to play 25 seasons. That's my hot take.
He's channeling Tom Brady levels of longevity. Those two are like...
crazy.
Up there with greatest athletes.
And he's probably going to average 20
points. Just because of longevity, bro. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Any final words before we close? Definitely a longer episode today.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about.
I have no final words except Spain's winning the Euros. That's my final word.
Raptors are winning this
Super Bowl. Is that what you're gonna say? Super Bowl, Summer League.
Thank you guys for watching. Check out socials. Links in the description. Check out IG. Subscribe. Like this video, and stay tuned for content we have planned out. It's been your boy Mahdi, my co-host,
Yusuf Abbas,
and we're out. Peace out.